What's up YouTube, Ep.1 here with bringing you guys a new series for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Elite Weapons Head-to-Head, where we take the both elite variants of each weapon in Advanced Warfare, put them to the test, put them head-to-head, see which one comes out on top. Today's episode is going to be on the AK-12. Now the elite variants of the AK-12 are the AK-12 Finger Trap and the AK-12 RIP. So first things first, let's take a look at the stat charts of both weapons. The AK-12 RIP gets +2 accuracy, +1 damage, -2 magazine capacity, and -1 mobility. Now what that's going to change is you're going to get 20% less recoil on an already very accurate gun. That's going to become a laser when you start using the RIP. With the damage upgrade, you're also going to be getting 1 less shot to kill out at range. It's going to be a 3 to 4 shot kill instead of a 3 to 5 shot kill. But on the downside, you're only going to get 22 rounds in the magazine. Now that's going to be kind of hurting, but that's why I recommend the extended mags later on in the video. And the last thing is you're going to get 10% more aim down sight time. You're not really going to notice that too much, so it's not really going to affect you that well. And like I recommend later in the video, you're probably going to want to use it at a range anyway. So now let's take a look at the AK-12 Finger Trap's stat chart. Now what you're getting with the Finger Trap is you're going to get 3 handling upgrades, but you're not going to be able to put any attachments on the weapon. No sights, no underbarrels, nothing. No attachments at all. What that's going to equate to is that's going to be 30% tighter hipfire spread, which is you're going to really notice it when you try to hipfire at the weapon like you see me doing here in this bots match. Here, because I do a bots match because 1, get better gameplay, 2, I don't feel like I do. But the no attachments thing is going to really hurt people who love to use attachments. Like me, I love using attachments on guns. I'm almost always running primary gunfighter in this game. But if you're not one to really like attachments then you might not mind this weapon. This is never a great hipfire weapon to start. It's a 3 or 4 shot kill. It's got a low rate of fire. That extra hipfire, the extra tightness of your hipfire reticle is going to help, but it's not going to make a huge difference in beating out ASM1s and KF5s. I recommend getting up close in the enemy's face with this weapon. I recommend using Gung Ho, some stealth perks that I'll show off later in the video. But right now, you guys are probably wondering, like, how much is 30% on that hipfire spread? So I have some diagrams and things I've recorded here to show you guys on how much that actually makes a difference. I just found a wall here that I can use to mark like the tightness of the 2 hipfire spreads. I'm swapping back and forth between the AK-12 and the Finger Trap here just to show you guys the difference of the 2 weapons. Now in this clip, I'm in the firing range and just the main menus here, just showing off the 2 tightness of the hipfire spreads. You see the AK-12 is all over the target, even some off the target here, and then when we go to the AK-12 Finger Trap, you can tell it's a lot closer together. It's all of them stay in the target, stay relatively close to that center of the target there. That's going to help. Now we are on to the AK-12 RIP, a very sought after weapon in Advanced Warfare. And maybe you're wondering why. If you're new to the game, don't really know why everybody's so hyped about the RIP, is because it has 20% less recoil. That's what that's going to equate to, is that's going to be a lot more controllable recoil. You are definitely going to notice it, and you can see it in these clips here, that there's recoil on this weapon is very minimal, if any at all. I'm also running it with a foregrip to compound with that to make it so it's pretty much laser-like in that recoil. Now, the other thing that's really great about this weapon is damage. It does 1 extra point of damage, which is gonna make it so that long-range shots are only gonna be about 4 shots to kill instead of the standard 5 in core game modes. Negatives about this weapon is you get 8 less rounds in a magazine. You're down to 22 instead of 30. But if you put an extended mag attachment on it there, you'll be back up to 33, like I'm using it in this video clip here. Then it's gonna put you right back up with the normal AK-12. The other negative stat on this is a -1 mobility, which is your ADS time. It's 10%. You're not going to notice it too much. You only really notice ADS time if you have like 20 or 30%. Then you maybe notice it there, but 10%, not a huge deal. It's not going to affect you that bad at all. It's not going to affect you bad at all, actually. So that's not really much of a negative spot there. The other negative on this is -1 in mobility, which is your ADS time. You're not going to notice it. It's 10%. It's nothing. You're not going to see that. Now my recommended loadout for this weapon is to run extended mags on it. You pretty much need to have that if you're going to expect to take down three or four guys in one magazine there, because it is only 22 rounds and it's a 3 or 4 round to kill. So unless you're very, very accurate, I highly recommend the extended mags. I also recommend running a foregrip on this weapon. You don't need to, you already got a great accuracy with it, but I just like to make sure I get the most accuracy out of this weapon I can, because it is a ranged weapon. It is a very good at range. 4-shot kills at a long range like this one does is a great weapon. You guys are probably wondering, what does 20% less recoil look like? I'm going to show you in this next clip here what exactly that is with a wall test. Now on this wall test, I'm comparing the AK-12 to the AK-12 RIP. As you can see, the AK-12 here bounces all over the place. Very, very accurate weapon though. But then over here I have the AK-12 RIP. As you can see, it's a lot more upright in its recoil, and I'm going to come show you like the shot patterns here. As you can see, a pretty big difference in 20%. Now we're into the part of the video where we're going to discuss recommended loadouts. I'm only going to recommend perks and attachments and exo abilities and grenades where necessary. I didn't feel they were necessary for this class. So you guys can take these recommended loadouts and tune them up to what you guys want, kind of score streaks you want, grenades you want, so on and so forth. Because this game is all about customization of your characters and whatnot, so I'm going to leave some of that to you guys. But here we go. This is my recommended setup for the finger trap. Since you cannot have attachments, you can load out on perks like lightweight, low profile, cold-blooded, and blast suppressor is going to help you stay off the radar and get close to the enemy to hipfire them. And gung-ho is going to let you hipfire while you're sprinting, so you can use that tighter hipfire spread of the finger trap to your advantage. Now here's my recommended setup for the RIP. Foregrip, extended mags, dual mags if you want to, blast suppressor, toughness, peripherals, and lightweight. Lightweight's going to help you move around the map faster so you can get in positions to get those long range shots. Peripherals going to help you see more on the map there. Toughness to reduce your flinch so you can keep that laser weapon like a laser weapon. And blast suppressor because I always recommend blast suppressor. Now it's down to this. Which weapon is the better weapon in the AK-12 Elite category? Well, in what is probably the most predictable ending ever, the AK-12 RIP takes the cake over the AK-12 finger trap. The reason I like the AK-12 RIP better is because it's got low recoil, it's got great damage, the negatives are easy to offset. It just all around makes a great weapon, and it's a great looking camo to it. I love that it has that RIP inscribed on the back of it there, as you can see. Other than that, the finger trap is really not that great of a weapon. I love running attachments, so the finger trap, I'm not much of a hipfire. Don't like to hipfire too much. It's not a great hipfire weapon, and I like running attachments. So the finger trap, not my favorite. Not my favorite weapon. Probably it could still be a good weapon, but it's not going to be on the same level as the RIP. Like the RIP is up there as one of the most sought after weapons, up with the Obsidian Steed and the Doctor and the Insanity. It's just a great weapon. You're gonna love it. If you get it in your armor, you definitely should not exchange it for XP. The finger trap, go ahead, get your 2000 XP for it. It's not that great of a weapon. You can go ahead and try it out a bit. It doesn't even have that great of a look at camo. The RIP here, as you can see, that gold inscribed pattern on it, that RIP just written in the back, and that flourish style text is just a great looking gun. Got the great iron sights. It's all around a great weapon. Very fun to use. And I highly recommend you guys use it if you get it. So this is it for the first episode of Elite Weapons Head to Head. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting more videos as I get more and more weapon variants. The problem with this is I need to get 2 Elite Weapon variants for each episode. Luckily I do have a lot of guns. I already have both of them so I'll be able to do a lot of videos here. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to collect most of the Elite Weapons to show them off for you guys. Leave a like down below and subscribe for more. Ep.1 signing off.